I gotta say you've had an amazing show out there.
Thank you.
He just opened up for Slum Village, but first let's talk about what's going on tonight. How did this whole thing with opening up for Slum Village go about?
It was, my manager promoted me very well.
Okay.
No, I'm working on, I'm releasing an EP in a couple weeks called What Doesn't Kill You. And my manager was like, you know what, let me shop it around. Like I had made a demo before that, and he was like, well, let me shop it around and let's see what we can get. And then I had opened for Deleon a couple months ago, and he had the demos on him, the rough demos, and they made connection. And they're like, they saw me perform, and they're like, hey, that's your artist, right? And he was like, yeah.
Okay, who's your manager?
So Lorenzo Leonardo of Aerias Movement.
All right, well, shout out to Lorenzo.
Yeah, shout out to Aerias
for getting
yeah,
that. So, if you could describe your EP, what motivated you to write the songs?
It's very aggressive. It's very I try to tap into like human emotion. You know, like it's like What Doesn't Kill You came after my second album. I was determined to come out with something like a lot more aggressive, like something that's gonna like hit people hard and make people be like, all right, I actually want to remember this guy now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So my whole thing was like the production had to be better, like the rhyming had to be better, like the cadences, like I wanted to show people this and that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it mainly got inspired just by the fact that like I was annoyed with like everything. I was like, all right, man, we gotta. What Doesn't Kill You makes you be aggressive. You know?
Okay, so I mean, I think it's a really catchy title. So what's one thing in your life that really opened your eyes to overcome something? What made you stronger?
Basically, what made me stronger was me and the other people in the field. Like if you know. It's like if you're running a race and everyone's like passing you up, you start running faster. Because you not only do you want to catch up, you want to beat them all. That's exactly what it was. Like I saw like, you know, rappers, bands, and like they're just like excelling, and I'm just like, man, how do I, what do I have to do? So I was like, so I turned inward. You know, I turned inward and I was like, okay, well the only way to win the race, the only real race that's going on is the one with myself. So I turned inward and I'm like, all right, let's run this damn race. You know what I mean? So I got with a producer, my producer Tapes, who couldn't be here right today, and then I got with Aerias Movement, and you know we were all like collectively in the same frame of thought that like, you know, let's run this race. We're all running this race. So that's where like all the momentum kicked in.
Definitely. Well, when you were on stage, you also brought out two of your friends, Vince and Alex. So how long have you known them, and how long have you been working with music?
I've been doing music for a super long time. I've been rapping since I was like 16, and I used to go to Subterranean for like, I was a battle rapper before this.
Oh, really?
Which is why like I'm so aggressive like on stage, you know what I mean? Like, so I started battle rapping, and then like that era of battle rapping stopped, and everyone started making music, like songs, and I'm like, all right, now I gotta transition to this. So that's to answer your question as far as length, that's how long, battle rapping. Alex and Vince, Alex the Huseman, I've been friends with him for like 4 or 5 years now. Vince I've been friends with about the same time, and like they just share the same passion for music. Like they're both driven. It's funny because they're both R&B singers, but
yeah, I liked how it collaborated with us on stage. So.
Yeah, and like, oh, thank you. And you know, like they actually liked my music, and for some reason
it really seems like you're super hard on yourself. You're like, oh well, I mean, if you're very hard, you know what? I don't think you should be hard on yourself, because there's a lot of people out there who don't go for their dreams, and I'm assuming that this music path that you're going was your dream, and I think that's what a lot of people need to start doing. So I give you a lot of respect for that. So stop being hard on yourself.
No, you know, it comes from being I'm a Virgo, so I'm a perfectionist. Like by nature, I'm a perfectionist. Like to me, I'm like, man, like while I was on stage, I was thinking to myself, like, man, I could do so much better if only I could hear my monitors. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't hear myself, and I'm like, man, I really hope this doesn't suck. But like, I do it. It's like, it's how I humble myself, but it's also how I push myself. Because if you were like, yeah, don't be so hard on yourself, and yeah, I know, I did. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, whatever, you know. But at the same time, it's like, I just love it that much. You know, when you love something that much, you can never love it enough.
It's your passion.
Right, it's your passion. So you're just like, man, like, I know I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna look at the video, I'm like, oh, man, I could, damn it. You know what I mean? But like, it's what makes me different.
But yeah, you're putting yourself out there, and you're learning.
Yeah, so far so good.
So you said you were a Virgo. Do you look at Twitter horoscopes? I look at that stuff every day.
I hate Twitter horoscopes because I'm a late sleeper, and I go to bed like at 6, 7 in the morning, and I know it's late when I see the Twitter horoscopes. Yeah. Like that's how you know it's late, when it's like, today Taurus.
No, not that stuff. There's like
astrology.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess.
Or astrology. some of it's, I believe in some of it, not all of it, but I do think some of it's accurate, like as far as like some personality traits, but sometimes it's like, alright, it's like today you're gonna run out of toilet paper, I'm like, come on, man.
Can I tell you a secret though?
Yes.
I will look at someone's little, like what their sign is, and then I'll see like the traits, because mine's always on point. I'm a Cancer, so mine's always on point, so it's kind of bad. I'll like judge people. Twitter astrology
right,
and everything. Yeah. But yeah, well, let's get back into music. What are your upcoming projects?
The EP will drop, hopefully, well, I have to talk to Ari Movement to see like when to correlate with the first music video. But I'll get with my manager and talk about when a good release date is, and then we'll do like a release party and then like package it up nicely. It'll probably, you know, press a couple copies, do a couple promo shows, but we figured the opportunity to promote it with Slum Village would have been really dope.
Yeah,
so
no,
we jumped on it.
definitely.
But yeah, the biggest project right now is the EP, What Doesn't Kill You. After that, it's just constant collabos. You know what I mean? It's just non-stop collabos, like day in and day out. Like if you want to work on a song, we got it.
I have a terrible voice.
Hey, well, I can name a lot of singers and rappers with terrible voices, and I'm sure you can too.
I would probably kill your career if I was on your channel.
I don't think I'm driven enough to the point where I don't think anything can kill my career. So, but I mean, but thank you for the good looking out. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But yeah.
Before we go, what can you please tell our audience where they can follow you more closely and also download your music?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Well, the first place to go is aeriasmusic.com. It's A-E-R-I-A-S, because everyone's like, how do you spell that? So it's A-E-R-I-A-S-M-U-S-I-C.com, aeriasmusic.com. My Twitter is Aerias the MC, that's E-M-C-E-E. Facebook is exactly the same thing, Aerias the MC. And I think that's it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, then also, for those who don't know out there, where did you come up with the name Aerias?
It's actually just a butchered version of my last name.
Of your last name?
Yeah, I was trying to design a logo for myself, and I was falling asleep, and the E was a 3. Originally it was supposed to be a 3. Someone was like, yeah, and everyone was like, dude, the E is backwards. I'm like, oh yeah. So that's how I basically added an E on accident, or a 3 or whatever. But
Where did the 3 come from?
3 is my lucky number.
Oh, okay.
So it was originally gonna be like 3, but I think it would have been hard for people to pronounce Aerias. So and you probably would have been like, who am I in? What? Yeah, Aerias. You know, that's actually kind of. But no, I'm just, no, but yeah, but that's how So artists never fall asleep when you're designing your logo. That's all I can tell you. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. I'll be sure to look out for your music, and everybody don't sleep on Aerias and everything. And alright, have a good night.
Alright, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.